This is the ASUS ZenBook 14. I've been using it a little over a week now, and I can say this is one compact, nifty little Swiss knife of a laptop. Let me explain. You see, mini laptops used to be slow, bulky, and not impressive, but that isn't the case here. The ASUS ZenBook 14 is an elegant laptop from ASUS that spares no chance to impress with its no-compromise performance and all-round gorgeous yet functional and durable form factor. This laptop looks amazing, and immediately I took it out of the box, I had a smile on my face, and I couldn't get rid of that smile no matter what I did. I was just straight up impressed. I have the royal blue variant here and it looks cool. I mean, this is the sort of laptop you pull out of your handbag or mini backpack with confidence, and I dare say this would match the Apple MacBook Air in every way. The slim lightweight design screams class and comes in at just 1.2 kilograms. The sturdiness of the build material was also impressive. So I immediately wanted to turn on the ZenBook 14 and I decided to try the one-hand lift test. And oh boy, it passed that test. It had one of the smoothest one-hand lifts ever, thanks to the ErgoLift Hinge that is designed to tilt the keyboard to the most comfortable typing position. The ErgoLift Hinge raises the bottom of the ASUS ZenBook 14 to allow for better airflow for cooling and better audio performance of the device. Before I proceed, allow me to run through the spec sheet of the ASUS ZenBook 14. For ports, we have one USB 3.1 Type A Gen 2 port, one USB 3.1 Type C Gen 2 port, a USB 2.0 Type A port, a HDMI port, a micro SD card reader, although I would have preferred if we had a regular SD card slot here. And we also have a DC charging port and a 3.5mm headphone/microphone combo port. For the internals, the ASUS ZenBook 14 packs a 10th generation Intel Core i7 CPU clocked at 1.8 GHz, and these can go up to 2.3 GHz during intense use when doing things like maybe playing games or exporting some heavy media files. We also have 16 gigs of RAM and 500 gigs of PCIe solid-state storage. You can also expand this to something much larger if you like. The power button can be found at the top right corner of the keyboard, which is in a weird position. I'll get to why later. Turning the ASUS ZenBook 14 on, the first thing you notice is that Screenpad. It's kind of futuristic and is a testament to the fact that we live in the best of times tech-wise. The Screenpad 2.0 is a 5.6-inch Full HD screen/touchpad and gives you the option to work with two screens, and is also designed towards a more efficient workflow, especially in multitasking. So for example, you could have a calculator open to the small screen while you take notes in the larger screen. That screen also serves as a space for a virtual number keypad, since there is no number keypad in the physical keyboard. The touchpad also displays a collection of handy ASUS utilities to boost productivity, and it's also got precision touchpad tech that supports up to 4-finger gestures. For instance, if you want to return to the touchpad mode from any of the other screens, simply hit the touchpad display with 3 fingers at any point. You could also use it to control your PowerPoint presentations. You could use it as a mini screen to watch videos if you're bored at work. But most importantly, it is still your trackpad for navigating through the operating system. The main display on the ZenBook 14 is a 14-inch 1080p almost bezel-less display in a 13-inch form factor with a 92% screen to body ratio. It's a vibrant LCD display, and ASUS calls this the NanoEdge display. It's designed to give a near borderless experience that is great for work and watching videos, and I must testify that this display looks absolutely brilliant. Despite the new thin bezels, the display still features an optimally positioned webcam that now has 3D infrared capabilities for fast face logging even in poorly lit environments. The camera also features a new 4-element lens for sharper images. You should also know that the touchpad display is recognized as a secondary display in Windows display settings. So don't go thinking that this is a gimmick. It's actually something I found myself using a lot. So for keyboard and typing on the ASUS ZenBook 14, I must say this is one of the quietest and oddly satisfying keyboards to type on. Why? It's so silent, I almost can never hear myself type. The key travel is great, and I mean, it's just enough travel to make you feel like some professional hacker on your keyboard or something. In fact, just to let you know, I wrote the whole script for this review on the ASUS ZenBook 14, and I got used to the keyboard in under an hour. Now, back to why I said the power button was in a weird position. Every time I try to hit the delete key, I mistakenly hit the power button, and it puts the PC to sleep. However, this was limited to my first few days of use. Unlike the third day, I had gotten used to the button placement, and accidentally hitting that button was down to only a few times. I also had errors with the shift and / keys. My fingers instinctively went to where the / key was when I tried to hit the shift key. But again, muscle memory kicked in after a few days and I was fine. Apart from these minor personal challenges, I can say with all confidence that the keys on the ASUS ZenBook 14 are awesome to type on. Let's talk about the charger and charging. The ZenBook 14 comes with a 65-watt power adapter. It's a small, lightweight charging brick, and one thing you'd notice straight up is that the left palm rest gets quite warm while charging, that I occasionally had to raise my palm from the rest to avoid the heat. In terms of heat dissipation, the raised bottom does help to cool the system thanks to that ErgoLift hinge, but charging with the lid closed saw the temperatures go slightly higher. That aside, the 65-watt charger fills up the ASUS ZenBook 14's 50-watt-hour 3-cell lithium polymer battery in about 2.5 hours, and typically on battery power, the laptop lasts anywhere between 4.5 to 7 hours depending on what kind of work you're pushing on the laptop. ASUS claims up to 12-hour battery life, but in my day-to-day use, I was averaging about 5 to 7 hours for light use and 4.5 to 6 hours for intense work. We have Windows 10 Home Edition bundled here, and it's the usual Windows that we know. Performance on the ASUS ZenBook 14 was top-notch. This system packs one of the best specs in the market, so you should be absolutely fine with its performance. I loaded some video and photo editing apps, and they performed smoothly without any hiccups. I couldn't load any games, but I'd like to believe this system can absolutely handle not so heavy PC games with no issues. So for my verdict, priced at 495,000 Naira, which is a little over $1,000, the ASUS ZenBook 14 is a compelling device. And if you're a creative, an executive, or a corporate high flyer, the ASUS ZenBook 14 is one laptop you may want to take a look at. It's got a sleek, beautiful design, it's got great build, it's lightweight, and has most of the ports you need, unlike some other brands that I know. And it also packs top-of-the-shelf specs in a very thin and small frame. But there are things / features that I would have loved to see on the ASUS ZenBook 14. For one, they include a USB Type-C charging port, a standard SD card reader. Most cameras still use this card type, and micro SD cards also have adapters for this port. I would have also loved to see an in-display fingerprint reader in that Screenpad. And finally, I would have loved to see the power button removed from the keyboard and put in a recessed bucket, maybe just beside the current power key. But hey, that's me. Let me know what you think of the ASUS ZenBook 14 by dropping a comment below. Also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications if you haven't. And like and share this video if it was worth it. I'll be leaving links to where you can get the ASUS ZenBook 14 in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.